Girl, I only date 6 feet guys. Me with only 2 feet. Ants. Pretty much every insect. POV, you're the first one to fall asleep at the sleepover. I don't like that. That means they're gonna do really mean, weird, creepy things to me. Like, put my hand in warm water so I piss all over their couch, I guess? Never understood that prank. To catch a fish, you have to think like a fish. I'm wet and I don't even know it. Yes, you do, Bobby. You know it. Women of Reddit, what are red flags in a guy's apartment? If he has a flag of the USSR. Yes, if he literally has a flag in his apartment that is the color red, that might just be a red flag. A foolproof method for sculpting an elephant. First, get a huge block of marble. Then, you chip away everything that doesn't look like an elephant. Thanks, George Bernard Shaw. That's incredibly helpful. Let's take a look at how to draw an owl. Step 1, get some circles going here. Step 2, finish the owl. Do you think Nirvana would have been popular if it was formed today? If Nirvana were formed today, they probably wouldn't even have a single song written, let alone be popular. Why? Because they formed today. Nobody's born cool. Except, of course, people who were born in a freezer. Who the hell was born in a freezer? We got anybody that has that experience? They willing to share? My friend after stealing my glasses. Yes, and your friend is gonna go, "Whoa, you're really blind, aren't you?" That song, We're Not Gonna Take It, came out almost 40 years ago, but I feel like we have, in fact, continued to take it. Well, things are starting to boil over now, aren't they? Well, that's not a good sign. No, that very much is a bad sign. Says so right there. What's the most popular dating app? Google Calendar. Is it really though? I mean, I get the joke, but is it really? Because I use a real calendar on the wall, like a boomer with a Sharpie marker. I know exactly what's going on without an electronic device. Money can't buy happiness, but poverty can't buy anything. Yep, that's the best way to put it, really. Money can't buy happiness, but it can buy everything else. Like, I don't know, shelter, food, sure as hell much easier being happier when you can eat. So that's what cup holders are for. Perfect fit. The pup holders. It's great when people learn what these things are actually made for. Pregnant wife, get whatever baby monitor you think is best. I trust your judgment. Oh, it's a real monitor. But is it for babies though? You gotta remember that. How often do planes crash? Oh, just once, don't worry. You won't have to do another one if we do one today. Linux users don't get to make fun of Windows users for paths. I still see people writing bash scripts under the assumption no one will have a space in their paths, and then blaming the user when things break. Because why would a user ever want to use the largest key on their keyboard? Excuse me, but the largest key is actually any key. It takes up a majority of the keyboard. I can never seem to find it when prompted. Mashing the keyboard always manages to hit the any key by sheer chance, so it always works out in the end. If you remember eating this as a kid, then you ate this as a kid. I would hope if I remembered eating it that I did indeed eat it. Otherwise, God has some explaining to do. Whole, boneless, skinless chickens, 50 cents each. Now that's a deal. A day in the life of Helen Keller. And she was still way cooler than you. Way cooler than me anyway. Mole. 2 moles per liter. What am I learning from this measurement? Zachary Chastain. It's hard being a single mother, especially when you have no children and are a teenaged male. Well, I'm sure it's hard, Zachary, but you're rocking it. Marriage either ends in divorce or death. Yeah, teacher. You can't breathe underwater. Me? Ha! Suck it. I'm under the water. Absolutely no bones here. There better not be. Oh man. If I bit into some watermelon and there were bones in there, God's gonna have to explain some more again. And that's the second time in the same day. There's no specific size for a foot unless you're using the metric system. Did you know? Shoes are always 1 foot long, like how gloves are 1 hand long. I'm thinking about this. Just give me a second. What's stopping you from becoming a millionaire? $999,999. Damn, you got $1? Lucky. The worst part about kissing a perfect 10 is how cold the mirror feels on my lips. On reflection, that's 1. Oh, they got you good. Me explaining that Earth went from being a survival-based MMORPG to a game filled with microtransactions that constantly screws over most of its dedicated fan base? My history professor? No. Screw the professor. Continue to explain, please. I have opinions on Morbius. The characters were written, the CGI was animated, the story was told, and the overall movie was made. Yeah, I definitely agree. Everything you said definitely happened. The last thing you ate is what you have to name him. Ass. Well, that just works out perfectly, doesn't it? If you do everything correctly, you can never go wrong. I would certainly freaking hope not. Nothing is written in stone. Son of a bitch. How dare you? That's the one word you're not supposed to put down on stone. Wow, a 15-pack is 3 more cans than a 12-pack. Does it cost any more though? Or do those 3 cans come free? Or like, how's this work though, Coke? What are you doing? Modern life sucks so much. I wish I lived in the past. The past? Notice how people never pinpoint exactly when in the past they would like to live. I definitely don't want to go back to these times. Not for the reason pictured necessarily, but man, everybody stinks and is scary and there's nothing to do. Society without people. Society with people. Well, what society with... Well, as someone that works for Pepsi, you described bubbly perfectly. How can you work for Pepsi? Well, I guess you fill in an application form. There's some poop inside. We all have some poop inside. We're all poop siblings. We're what? What will you do if you become rich? I will buy all the software and games which I am currently using free in my PC and become poor again. What? This one's kind of... What? So evidently our 13-year-old thought prima donna meant anyone born before Madonna. For instance, pre-Madonna. Please send oxygen, we cannot stop laughing. Why? That's what it means. That's what it means, right? You are an individual with unique DNA. I am an individual with unique DNA. We are not the same. You're correct. I hope everyone's hungry. I've made sandwiches. Pretty sure I had a book growing up that was about something like this. The Sandwich. What's the most valuable lesson anime has taught you? People die if they are killed. They better die if they're killed. There are some universes where that's not the truth, though. Who is Shrek's mom and dad? Well, Shrek's mother and Shrek's father just happen to be Shrek's parents. I can't believe that bacteria would just intrude into my body without my permission. That makes me sick. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Wait, so how big are you, though? 6'3"-ish? No, I mean like in bed, how big are you? Still 6'3", just sideways? I wasn't looking, but I did find it. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. Well, whether or not you were looking for it, you found a sign. Smelling bananas and or green apples. Smelling, not eating, can help you lose weight. Oh, that's true. Fact. If you feel your back hurting, check if there's no blood coming out. If not, that's a good start. New military strategy employed by the Chinese. China may be using sea to hide its submarines. Those bastards really know how to do it right, don't they? What's stopping you from having supply chain issues? No, I could see that. Yeah. They didn't follow the rules. My chem teacher sucks ass. Technically, you did get it wrong because you only circled one answer, and it told you to circle all of them. Right, all that apply. What? Interesting. All countries are third world countries. Earth is the third planet from the sun, therefore, third world. Well, you got me there. I'd be alarmed if they did. Caution, trees don't move. Well, yeah, the Ents don't really live in the snowy hills. They live in other places, mainly New Zealand. Move one stick to make 4 triangle. Well, there you go. So I was at Walmart earlier. A lady was looking at frozen turkeys, but she couldn't find one big enough. She asked the stock boy, "Do these turkeys get any bigger?" He replied with a straight face, "No, ma'am, they're dead." You know what, Tyler? You know what I was asking, you little turd. You don't need a parachute to go skydiving. You need a parachute to go skydiving twice. Wonder how many people didn't want to go twice. I wonder why it is wet. Well, it doesn't matter why it's wet. Just be careful, it says so. Caution, dude, caution. There's a point in life when the answer to how high can you count goes from a matter of knowledge to a matter of will. That's, yeah, not really that big a revelation. I don't know why they're so freaked out about it. There's even a planet that rains diamonds all day. In the entire universe, wood is more rare and valuable than diamond. Wood does seem to be the most unique goddamn thing in the universe so far, unbeknownst to us anyway. Not the rarest, but the most unique. I mean, come on, it's not raining trees on one of the moons of Jupiter, right? Right. Oh no. If you buy a bigger bed, you have more bedroom, but less bedroom. Well, that's bullshit. I'm spending more money to have more bedroom and less bedroom. I guess it depends on which bedroom is worth more to you.